Hi, I'm Kim. I'm a paranormal investigator and researcher, and I'm going to talk to you about all things paranormal right now. One question I've been getting a lot of lately is, what are shadow people? Shadow people? Back when I used to have a podcast called Booze and Bourbon, I covered this topic with my co-host Jen. And at the time, I didn't have a whole lot of experience with shadow people. But let me tell you, now that I've been out there investigating so much more, over 100 investigations under my belt, I'm going to tell you what I think shadow people are. And I'm going to tell you about my experiences that I've had with them as well. Shadow people are a form of ghosts, right? Well, maybe. Maybe it's the easiest way for a spirit to transform, manifest their energy, and show themselves. And they're probably not even meaning to show themselves. Okay, let's talk about my experiences with shadow people. Well, I've had 3 really profound ones. The first one that I ever saw was in Kentucky at the Waverly Hills Sanatorium. I was on a tour, doing a little bit of investigation on the side, but what I saw on the 4th floor completely blew my mind. So it's an all dark hallway, right? And there's all these hospital room doors on either sides of the hallway. And the only thing that's lighting up this hallway is the moonlight. There's no traffic nearby, nothing. The gentleman who's giving the tour is like, just let your eyes sort of like defocus. Blink a bunch of times, then you'll see them. And sure enough, I started seeing these tall, black figures moving from side to side in the hallway. And they weren't just moving like a regular person would walk. They were like glitchy and quick. So of course I started to do a little bit of research on shadow people and what people have seen. And you know what? It lines up. The next time I saw a shadow person, I was conducting an investigation with the haunted team in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia at a lovely place called the Boscawen Inn. Now, this is no longer an inn, and I don't know if the guy who owns it now knows that his place is haunted, but I'm sure he's probably had a few instances where it's a private home now, that he's definitely scratched his head. Very early in the night, I said out loud to the space, please, if you are going to show yourself tonight, make sure that all 9 of us here in the crew are together so we can all collectively see you. But of course, no, I end up going somewhere by myself to go grab some more paranormal investigative equipment. And as I'm going up the stairs, what do I see to my right? A shadow. A blacker than black shadow. And it's like perfectly a silhouette of what I thought might be, at first glance, a teenage boy. And I thought, well, we're the only ones here tonight. Why is there a teenage boy standing in the stairwell? And then I looked again, and sure enough, I couldn't see through it. Now, there's one thing I'm going to leave out right now, because I'm going to tell you that in a moment. But it scared me. It shook me to the core. Because first of all, I said, please don't show yourself to one individual person. Don't scare anyone. Show yourself when there's a bunch of us around. So needless to say, I don't sleep that night. I make everybody in the crew come in my room after we're done the investigation so we can just hash it out. It was so strange to me. Before I get to the 3rd experience, I'm just going to say, yes, I have seen many shadows darting out of the corner of my eye. But I'm like, hey, it's kind of dark in this room. Maybe my eyes are adjusting. But this last one is so profound, and I do have evidence to show you. Yes, I do. Thank you to Lamar and Charles. Was at the Fairfield County Infirmary. A very similar situation to Waverly Hills, where there's all of these dark hallways. Now this hallway was lit, and it was lit by 2 items, 2 exit signs, but that's it. And down this hallway, there's multiple doors on either side. And Chelsea is standing at one end of the hallway with me, and she's like, oh my God, there's someone at the end of the hallway. So I want to see. Of course I want to see. Now that I've kind of gotten acquainted with shadow people, let's talk about it more. I want to see it more. So I look, and sure enough, patiently, just patiently waiting, I see it dart from one side of the hallway to another. And then I see it again. And then I see it again. And it is caught on video footage. So boom, there you go. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. You saw that one? Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Now, whatever this could be is definitely big enough to make this encounter valid. In your opinion, could this very well be the shadow that is known to roam these halls?
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. You saw that one? Mm-hmm.
What does it look like?
Like a thin, black human shadow walking across the hallway. Some people believe that while in a dream state or in a meditative state, you have the ability to astral travel. That means your soul leaves your body for a very short moment. Maybe there's people out there that have tapped into a theory that if you get yourself into this meditative state, you can astral project and astral travel. Why don't you look up some declassified documents and find out for yourself? So why do we have this negative feeling about shadow people? Well, I don't know. It's because it's scary. It's something unknown, and you don't see any characteristics like you normally would on a person. Are they just souls? Is it the easiest way for a soul to manifest? Is it just what we become? So remember earlier I was telling you about this one characteristic of a shadow person that I was going to wait till a little bit later? Here we are. I was investigating with one of my friends, and she saw a shadow person. And so later that night, I asked her to draw for me what she saw. And she had described that it was this all black silhouette, blacker than black, could not see through. But then she started drawing this like little X's and little like blurs, and what she described as television static. And let me tell you right now, that is exactly what I saw. So if you're up close and personal with a shadow person, do you also see the static? Have you seen a shadow person? I want to know. I'm dying to know. We need to do more research on shadow people because I don't think they're as malevolent as what society makes them out to be. And I want to believe that it's something a lot more simplistic. I want to believe that this is the easiest way for a soul to manifest. And I don't even think you have to be dead to do it.